This month I'm exploring coaching for startups, so if that's something that's of interest to you, then keep watching. I've had 3 periods when I've worked with small businesses and startups in my career. Initially, I set myself up as self-employed as a consultant a number of years ago when I was in between paid roles. And then in 2008, for 2 years, I worked with Serco on their Business Link in London contract, supporting London's small, medium-sized enterprises to try and ensure they had the best opportunity and the greatest chance of success. We had a number of business advisors who worked with their small businesses to understand their business planning, make sure they're in control of their finances, their access to funding, and there's a really good insight into some of the challenges that small and medium-sized enterprises have as they go about their daily business. And then most recently in 2018, I set myself up in business, and I've been running my own business now for 7 years. And now, with a number of lessons from there, even from the initial onset of wondering whether I should be self-employed or a limited company and looking to my accountant for support on that, getting my head around managing a customer and client pipeline and how I was going to develop my presence, my social media, reach new markets, and not just need to keep going back to the same network, if you like. I also had to think about my own ongoing professional development and how I made sure that I stayed abreast of changes in coaching and leadership development, and also gave consideration to other forms of income, such as my paid role at Robert Walters part-time, whilst I continue to develop my private practice. So there's lots to think about as you go through the process of developing your own business. Key is making sure you understand where you are in terms of cash in and cash out. Also important is understanding what your customer and your client feel of your product or service and how you make sure that it's a quality product and one that you're proud of. And I think also important is to make sure that you're looking after your own mental health and physical well-being. And I think it's important that you have an identified network of people who can support you as you go through this, because it can be quite a lonely furrow otherwise. And I certainly lent into my accountant as I went through that process. I've lent it in my social media support, a guy called Alan Teresa, who helps me with all my social media and has really helped me think through my online presence, etc. I've also lent into my coach supervisor to make sure that my coaching is ethical and safe. And so I think just thinking through who you are going to use as your touch points to keep you true, I suppose, as you develop your own business is absolutely paramount. So wherever stage you're at in your business, have a think about what is it I know and what is it I don't know that I need to know. Who can I go to? Who is my support network to help me as I go through that? How am I doing in terms of managing my own work-life balance, my own mental well-being and physical well-being as I go through? So these are just some questions to have a think about. And as always, if you've got anything you'd like to talk about, then please get in touch. Coaching helps individuals and teams at all stages and in all sectors. So if you'd like to know how coaching and other leadership development services could be of use to you, go to davidalcottcoach.com and press the Get in Touch button on the home page for a free conversation about how they could work for you.